Hi everyone, so I recently sold a Hoover Junior outer bag on eBay. The person that bought it from me must subscribe to my channel, they're probably a vacuum collector. And they asked me if I could make a video on how to install the outer bag to the Junior. In his case it was a Hoover Dirt Searcher, which is basically the same as this, but it just has a headlight on the front instead of the front plate there. So anyway, basically what you'll want to do is, if you have the bag on already, you want to unzip it and find the zip. There we go. Move it around a bit. And you want to take out your bag. If it's a bottom fill model, which on a Dirt Searcher it probably will be, if it's the original blue one, it can get quite messy, so just be careful. There we go. So you want to remove the bag from the fill tube, just to get that out of the way. I mean, you don't have to, but it saves everything from getting all messy. And unhook the bag from the top. I'll show you this here. From the top of the support clip here, like that. And you'll notice, if this is a generic bag that's attached to the Junior and you wanted to put a genuine on like this one is with the Hoover lettering on, an original Hoover outer bag for the Junior, then there'll more than likely be a cable tie holding the permanent bag onto the bellows here. But if it's an original bag that's damaged and you want to change it for an original replacement, then there'll be a screw here. You'll just unscrew that and do it all the way. You can get so far and probably undo it with your hands, but this screwdriver isn't slipping off, so I'm happy to do it like this. So once we've taken the screw out, then the bag and the fill tube will start to separate, as you can see, or should I say, the bag will start to separate from the bellows there. So what you want to do is get your thumbs or fingers or whatever underneath the bellows and just prise it off like that, and that's the bag removed from the support tube there that the bellows attached to. And this bag has actually broken, so it does have some velcro there. The zip had gone at the bottom, some of the teeth fell out. But anyway, so you can remove the bellows from the other bag. You get your new bag, or this applies also if you want to just wash the bag as well. So you put the bag back on. Now with the zip open fully at the bottom, it should open all the way, but of course with mine, as you can see, I've got it like this just because of the way I've fixed it. But anyway, you'll just be able to push the bag on like that, so I'm just going to go from inside. You want to make sure that this little tab here where the screw hole goes through goes to the back facing the zip. So you want to make sure that the metal portion inside this part here where these two bits meet sits around this ridge here. You'll feel it seat into place when you put it onto the bellows. A bit tricky with mine here, as I say, because it's been repaired. There we go. And you'll just meet those two with the little rubber hole there, like that. So it goes back on, of course, with the zip facing the back, and the little screw hole where those two pieces of metal which clamp the bag onto the bellows, which in turn clamps it onto the tube here, that wants to be facing the back. So you just prise it back on basically. Easier to do when you haven't got a tripod in front of you. There we are. So it will seat around that tube there. You'll feel it click in. It will sort of sit into place in the groove. I can't really explain it. You'll just be able to feel it when you do it yourself here. So then you take the screw. If you don't have one of these, you could just use any sort of screw with a sort of, I'm not sure what size thread that is, but just experiment with different screws. And it just screws back in like that. So basically what this screw does is it screws these two pieces of metal together, which clamps the bag onto the bellows, and it also holds the bellows onto the support tube, which creates a seal. So you want this to be quite tight. You don't have to over tighten it, but just make sure it's quite secure. Like so. And there we have it. You can put the bag back on. Oops. Handle release is a bit dodgy on this one. We just attach the bag back onto the upper support hook here. You can see that. Like that. Put your paper bag in and zip the bag closed, and there we have it. The outer bag is installed onto the Junior. So there we go. Hopefully that helps, and thank you very much for watching.